What's up, y'all? Hopefully this, my usual kick in. My daily lifesaver hasn't kicked in yet. It's another day. I was good at work. All right, so, damn. So I want to do a recap of a video that I was gonna do yesterday. I didn't really get to do it as long as I wanted to. So I'm gonna do it today. If it's too bad, then I'm just gonna shut it down. But anyway, so I did a little camping trip and stuff like that. Got away from the world, had to break away. Came back into an onslaught of just chaos because a lot of people are going into return to office. I should have stopped for them. Return to office. Okay. I've been hearing from some people, I've been hearing things because, I always listen, that some folks might decide they want to quit. I found that to be very interesting because this whole idea of coming in, I'm hearing this from some. I was talking to this brother today and he was like, man, that's the dumbest thing for them to have everybody return to office. Now he's a high level dude. This dude is up in the software development or something like that, but he's important. And, one lady was unhappy because she wanted some kind of medical thing. Excuse me. So, you have a lot of new monitors that's being installed all over. And the thing about it is it's just a lot of shipments. It's a lot of stuff moving and shaking. So I'm talking to different departments. I'm always talking to people because I'm the contractor. A lot of times people might tell you a little more than someone internally all the time. And I've kind of built up that somewhat of a rapport with certain people. So I jump up. Now I'm able to do my work because everybody has to be focused. There's not as much time to talk. So there's some people in director levels, manager levels, they've been removed from their office. They got to share offices because of this return to office thing. So some people don't like it. Some people do. Some people have been moved to different floors and whatnot and all that. I'm 100% on site. So it doesn't affect me that much. I was supposed to work hybrid. They lied. So y'all know that story. So now I'm overhearing something. Years ago, I had my brother down in this same place. I was trying to help him get into IT, but he wasn't able to really break it. He was doing some of the IT work, but it just wasn't working out. Like he couldn't really break in, but he was doing some iMac work. In this same place, he was installing monitors where this place was just built and they were just all building out all the infrastructure. So eventually he became a lead after a while. He was there maybe a couple months or I don't know how long it was. But he was going through this company called A3. I'll tell you that much. A3 is the place that works with the client and they do all this project management and all that. So my brother was telling me they had a bunch of contractors down there. They were sleeping on the job. One of them stole a phone, this, that, and the third. So they were talking about that same incident. I gotta send this to him because he's gonna laugh. They were talking about this same incident, man. Somebody done stole a damn phone. Somebody was sleeping on the job. They was, just acting a fool, doing all kind of stupid stuff. And they're supposed to be installing the monitors and all that. So this dude, I'm overhearing the story. They're talking about the guy that stole the phone. Somebody called the phone and this dude picked up. He picked up the phone. Now, if you're going to steal a phone, why would you pick the phone up? So he picked up the phone. And they asked him, where'd you get this phone? He tried to say, I found it in the trash. Now, I don't know if they found out who stole the phone, but who exactly it was. I don't know. They didn't go into detail, but they know that he had stolen. They know that much. But I'm telling you, a lot of people are just, you could tell the vibe And what I'm also seeing too is the dominant society. This ain't just going in just one building. The dominant society is becoming, they're getting their power back in terms of being able to maintain control. If you a black person and you going in this environment, everything that you were trying to get away from or run away from, far as being undermined, now people can, if they're forcing you back in office, they can do these things. And that's the issue. That's the issue. They could do these things. They're in close proximity of you. People gonna start back getting sick. I'm still seeing people not washing their hands, doing all kind of stuff, man. Are they gonna let me in? They didn't look like it. I don't know. So you're still seeing that in office. You're still seeing people do these kind of things or whatever. So I'm going to be posting, not going to stay with y'all long today, but I'm going to be posting something. There's a brother, and I might try to interview him too. I told y'all, a brother I've been, helping find work and doing stuff like that. So there was a cybersecurity company that I posted. He ended up getting the interview. Yeah. He ended up getting the interview for the position. And when he did that, they asked him some questions. Now, I would give y'all the questions. I got to get rid of this shirt. I'm going to give you guys the questions that they asked him. And then I might get him. He don't got to really be on camera. He don't have to. But I might get him on camera or not. Or maybe not. We'll just talk. And I'll just ask him questions about what he has seen, what he has saw in the IT field, and, some of the jobs that I might have sent him, if, stuff like that. But I got the interview that he got. He recorded the interview. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to change some of the audio. And when they mention the company, I'm going to take the company out. It is a cybersecurity company. I'm going to say that. I'm going to take the company out. And once I'm done with the video, I'm going to send him the audio or whatever he sent me back after I edit it and say, are you comfortable with this going out? Because this is going out to the world. This is going to go out to the public. Are you comfortable with this going out? So brothers can hear and see the interview. So the faces will be taken away. The company will be taken away. And either I'll change the audio, I'll edit some things out of the audio, or try to change. I don't know if I'll be able to change the whole audio because I don't want it to sound like, a monster or something like that, where everybody sounds like a monster. But I'll change anything that would be vendor specific. Anything that would not be, that wouldn't be comfortable to go out to the public. Like if there's names, I'll take the names out. But if we're just talking about technology and we're talking about stuff like that, like background, but far as names, voices, nobody can really find that out. And like I say, if there's nothing incriminating to nobody or whatever, it shouldn't be no problem. It shouldn't be no issue. You know what I'm saying? So, but I want you to hear the tone of what these interviews are like. That's why I gave y'all a lot of interviews. Y'all heard some bad ones too. You heard some ones that were horrible, where you're kind of like, okay. I think the worst one was that lady in that little rural redneck town, and she really didn't give me no chance to expound or do anything. She was just, you could tell it's a crappy position. The other position where the sister really didn't have much information, that wasn't a very good interview or whatever. So, that wasn't a good one. But other than that, the ones I had, they were pretty cool. They were pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? There's some positions that I turned down. But like I said, I'm out here looking for that hybrid. Before I was turning that down last year, I'm back. I'm looking for that hybrid now. Yeah, go with the highest bidder. This other thing I've been hearing about, it pays more. You know what I'm saying? You go with the highest bidder. You don't worry about the loyalty and all that kind of stuff. Another position I posted was in Hamel, Minnesota. It might be remote. They're looking for sequel information. They're looking for sequel. I'm going to post this right away. I'm probably going to be posting the next part of my series, You Destroy My Company, You Destroy Your Country, Don't Destroy Mine. And as y'all know, I'm talking about folks that ain't from here that got something slick to say. These are stories about something they got slick to say about folks in America. You know, that's the content, and calling them out as we should. But this story, they did something slick. They were not trying to hire people from America. You know, that's what this small series with this company that I worked at called TCS. I'll probably never work there again, so I could talk about it intricately. I could get spill all the beans, say everything that was going on. I think with the next video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some screenshots and show the paperwork, because you know, for some people might say, well, man, he wasn't there, he wouldn't know what's going on. I can show the paperwork, so I'm gonna show screenshots and produce proof. You know what I'm saying? About, hey, I was there, so I was able to see it. So y'all will see that. Matter of fact, I think I might have some more proof. I'm gonna send that too. Let me see if I can find that. I'll holler at y'all.